Hi, Andrea Owen here, and this is my first video blog for my new blog series, Bring Your Big Badass Goal, and I'm going to talk to you about writing my book. So I guess I will kind of start from the beginning. I had decided to write a book, and I agonized over the topic. I know some people probably know what theirs is going to be about. It's a memoir, or they have this topic that they absolutely know what it's going to be about. I didn't. I had so many different things that I wanted to write about, but didn't really think that I had enough to write, an entire book. I mean, it wasn't going to be War and Peace, but I wanted it to at least be an actual, 80,000 words or 50,000 words or whatever it is. So originally I had decided that I was going to write a book on gremlins. And as a lot of you probably know, I have written an ebook on the topic and have an arsenal. I've created this entire system on how to manage your inner critic, and it's all great. But when I thought about writing more about it, when I thought about writing an entire book about it, I was kind of like, meh. So anyway, I knew it was out. Like, if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no, right? So I am working with a coach, and Jana, and I'll put her link on here. And I was having this conversation with her, and she said, and I was telling her like I wasn't really feeling this whole topic of the book. So she's like, okay, well, what do you want to write about? I mean, simple question, right? And so I told her the premise that I have, like, I want the chapters to be short. I want there to be a lot of them. I want it to be sort of the same premise of, remember the Don't Sweat the Small Stuff? Like that. Something easy to read. Like that somebody's like sitting on the toilet, seriously, like taking a crap. Like you can put, oh, look at this really cool book that this Andrea Owen person wrote. And like, I know, like really I aspire to be a book that ends up in somebody's crapper. That's okay. That's cool for me. So I told her, I'm like, I want it to be like that. I want it to be short and sweet and to the point. And she said, okay, well, why don't you just write that? And I said, well, that would be entirely too easy. And there was like silence on the line for both of us because it was ridiculous, right? Like, because I had made up this story that in order to write a book, which is like my big, huge goal in life, it had to be hard, it had to be agonizing, it had to be like blood, sweat, and tears, right? But it doesn't. I found out that it doesn't have to be hard. I was making it hard. So once I realized that, I got started. And it was really exciting to be able to do that. I mean, I literally busted out the outline and the chapters in an hour and was able to send it to her. And so that's kind of how it kicked off and how it started. And that was several months ago. And of course, sometimes moments like that are fleeting. And I did that, and then it sat for a long time. And I'm still kind of working out the schedule on how I'm going to write it. But I just wanted to share with you that quick story about how I came to really realize the topic. And my point of this whole video post is it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be agonizing. And if it doesn't feel good, then it's not right. If it's not a hell yes, then it's a hell no. Do you think that bestsellers, do you think that people that complete their big badass goals, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a book, but do you think that it is always agonizing? I don't know, you guys, I could be totally wrong, but I think not. I think that the people that are really successful and love the stuff, it really comes naturally. So that's it for today. I'll see you next time, okay? Love ya. Bye.